John chapter 4, verse 29, it's really the second part of a sentence. I'll read it and then we'll go back. It says, "Come see a man who told me everything I ever did. Could this be the Messiah?" This is the second part of a sentence. It's the quote from the woman at the well who went into town and started making this proclamation in her excitement of what she's encountered. Verse 28 is where that starts. It says, "Then the woman left her water jar, went into town, and told the people, 'Come see a man who told me everything I ever did. Could this be the Messiah?'" She's out there and she's now sharing her personal testimony. Now, there's a really good argument for when we're talking with people about the gospel, we share what Jesus has done in our life, and then we share a confession of what he is doing in others, or what he can do and what he has done. So the gospel is really about what Jesus has done and what he is doing. And when we get to this is doing piece, it's really a part of our own story. We join the story. I've seen people say, hey, there's no reason at all for any kind of a personal testimony. This scripture right here would argue against that. There's a reason to be able to say, look, let me show you what my encounter with Jesus has looked like. And then that little story is what entices these people to go, maybe there's something to see. Because here's this woman, and she's not very well received in this community, it would seem. And yet, they're all very intrigued by what she has to say. I suspect it's because they're seeing something in her. Maybe they're seeing something different in her. Maybe this woman got saved. And in this excitement, in this fervor, as she's saying, come and see. Now, we see other people do this. Remember at the beginning of this book when disciples were going and getting one another. You've got to come see. We think we found the Messiah. Well, how do you know? Just come and see. Just come and see. This makes a really good argument for even inviting people to church. Hey, you want to encounter God? Come with me to church. And people say, well, share the gospel or do whatever. But invitations to church are a way to mirror what this lady's like. Maybe I don't know all this stuff, but just come with me. Come and see. Or it's a call to say, come and encounter what Jesus has done. This is what he's done in my life. Let's together go and see if this guy could be the Messiah.